Hi, everybody. Hello, everyone online. Welcome to the marketing, advertising, promotional event of the year. That is the kickoff of the Lawson State experiment with Snap-on tools and the campaign for Makers and Fixers. We're so happy that all of you are here today. Thank you so much. For those of you online, a few more folks have come into the room, including at least one of our stars, and maybe two or three. I think I see more than two. So you'll hear from them later. I am Gail Towns. I lead the marketing, PR, and community affairs function here at Lawson State. But this idea was conceived way before I came to Lawson State last fall. And I'd like to thank publicly Dr. Bruce Crawford. I think you were there as part of the conception. Mr. Dorian Wallion, Ms. Tiffany Garner, and in absentia, Dr. Joy Penley was part of bringing all of this together, as was Nancy Wilson. And of course, you got to have the support from the top. So I'm going to bring up my president, Dr. Cynthia T. Anthony, who gave her blessing to it so that we would all be here today. So Dr. Anthony, come on up, have a few words.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. And thank you all so much for being here. This is an exciting afternoon where we get to see the results of a wonderful project that has just now come to fruition. Let me publicly thank Snap-on and everyone who made this happen. You know, we so enjoyed you all's visit when you were here on campus. You were a part of Lawson State, and you said you were coming back. So now I see Flora and I see some of the other people on the screen. Hi, guys. It's so good to see you all. Wish you were here with us, but this is exciting for us. We are so grateful that you all chose us to partner in this endeavor because we know you had plenty of options and something made Lawson State your pick or your choice. So we are thankful for that. You know, we've had a partnership with Snap-on for many, many years. And this is what partnership is about. It's a give and take. It is each one helping the other to be better. So I just want to say thank you all for everything you've done, and I'm so looking forward to seeing the finished product. I've had some sneak peeks, but I do want to just say thank you. Thank you to everyone on the screen, and thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you, Mr. Thank you.
And speaking of sneak peeks, we're going to play what is called an Anthem video. That is like the overarching, dramatic James Earl Jones voice type video. Mr. Denard here on my right is actually working the controls. We do ask for a little bit of grace because we're trying to broadcast this on Zoom and in the room at the same time. So hopefully we don't have any feedback, but enjoy. Here we go.
Every day, students, instructors, and graduates of Lawson State are building the future. They're programming robots to help solve complex manufacturing challenges. They're fixing the diesel trucks that transport essential goods across the nation. They're welding together steel to keep our buildings standing proud. But they're not only building the future of America, they're building their own futures. Forging their destinies, discovering their purpose, and fulfilling their dreams one class, one lesson, one career at a time. These stories often go untold, running in the background of our lives until now. Snap-on is teaming up with Lawson State to highlight the stories of makers and fixers, the people that solve problems with their hands and heads to keep society running, the people doing real work for the real world. Makers and fixers are building the future, and futures get built at Lawson State. What will you build?
Absolutely love that, what we call again, Anthem video. You'll see where that will play online, on websites, etc. I am talking now just to give both Flora and Sam, who are in Kenosha, a heads up that they are up next. They are helping us tell these stories. We did have a whole production crew here in November, and you'll hear later from Steve Zemet. Steve, raise your hand about what that experience is like, and hopefully we'll hear from some of the stars that you'll see here. shortly. Mr. Denard, we want to bring up Flora and Sam from Kenosha, Wisconsin, to say a few words. They'll be followed by Mr. Zemet, who will roll out the rest of the campaign.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Can you hear me? I'm
Yes.
Sorry, we're just gonna, one sec, Flora, we're just gonna get you on screen.
okay.
Hey, Flora.
Hello. All good?
All good.
Oh, good. I first want to say I'm sorry I'm not there with you in person. I'm glad Steve Zemet is there to represent this amazing project. We are just thrilled with our partnership with you and the trust that you've gave us to allow us to do this together. I wish I could see everyone's faces when you watch these videos, which I think I've seen a million times each. So I hope that all of you enjoy them. And again, I thank everyone at Lawson State for your partnership and the time it takes a village to be able to pull off a program like this. And I hope that you will see that in the campaign launch. So I want to thank everybody, Dr. Anthony, Miss Gail, who has been on numerous calls with us week after week. I'm very grateful, and all of us here at Snap-on are just grateful for your partnership. So I hope you enjoy it. Sam?
Yes.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, I think Flora said it well. I would just underline a few things. First of all, from the moment that Dr. Anthony took my call when we threw out this crazy idea, I've appreciated your openness and enthusiasm for this experiment. And really, it's throughout the whole process, the team has only been that much more convinced and enthusiastic that we're working with Lawson State. You've been such a fabulous organization and team to work with. Particularly our stars and the videos, and it's frankly been very energizing for us, and I know the team more broadly. So thank you for that. I also want to point out that really you're going to be helping to set an example, a national example of what we could be doing with collaborative marketing like this. So you'll be setting the bar high for other schools and other experiments that we do after this. So want to thank you for that. And more than anything, we're excited to see, and Steve will get into this, the impact of this work, and we'll learn together. There'll be some things that may not work as well as we want, and there'll be other things that hopefully exceed our expectations. But at this point, we share your enthusiasm and excitement for this project, and thank you all so much for your willingness to engage in this exciting initiative together.
Flipping the screen around here, but I'll start speaking while we get the technical aspects straightened out. My name is Steve Zemet. I'm lucky enough, I've worked with Snap-on. I'm a consultant who works with Snap-on. I've been lucky enough to work with them for almost 20 years at this point. And over that 20 years, I've met a lot of students. I've been to a lot of different schools. And I just want to start off by saying, you know, Sam and Flora, what Dr. Anthony said, and Ms. Towns, all very true, and so I don't want to be redundant, but what did strike me about this whole process is this school itself. And I don't know if you are all aware of that because you're in it, but this truly is a special place, sincerely. You know, coming to the school with what we heard from the instructors, what we heard from the students, what we heard from the administrators is this sense of community. And honestly, you don't get that at every school. And it came through loud and clear, and you'll see that in the stories that we're going to share. So not only to Sam's point, is this about, you know, obviously this is about lifting up the school, but there's a bigger picture of lifting up the trades, and this school is really setting the standard, and a very high standard. So you should all be really proud, and we all very much appreciate the time and effort that you put in to really make this a success. And I'm excited to share these videos with you. I'm really excited to see where this campaign goes on a larger scale. Maybe we'll see if we get Artwan another follower or two through this. We'll see. But this is really such a great opportunity. Again, I just want to Dr. Anthony said, thank you for choosing us. Well, thank you for letting us in here, because sincerely, this is such a special place in the family that you have here. And that's the word that instructors use and that students were using. And again, you don't find that everywhere. So kudos to the school. It's really a great student partnership. So with that, I would love to share some of our stars. So there are 8 quick videos that we're going to share, which are spotlighting various students and instructors. So let me share those with you and sit back and enjoy.
I've touched a lot of lives, and a lot of students have actually started their own businesses. A lot of students are actually working in the industry. The mentorship and all of that is a very personal thing to me. The part I get from teaching is impacting young people's lives. It makes me feel proud to know I had a part of their success. So if you could change their life in a positive role, that is what I really enjoy.
First thing I seen was sparks and fire. We get paid to do this, and we enjoy doing this at our job. That's a career field, and you can go long in it. It's wonderful to see people that acknowledge you and tell you how proud they are of you. And so that's just heartwarming, to be honest with you. I feel like Lawson really helps with developing your mindset and your skills when you're going out to get a job.
When I see that a student has no knowledge of what it means to work on a truck, what it means to diagnose a truck, when that student gets it and when the light bulb goes off, I always tell them, what I give you so that you can become an even better technician than I was. And they've been able to take that and create that wealth for themselves and their family. It's an amazing feeling. You start here and can go anywhere.
If my 14-year-old self looked at me now, I wouldn't believe it's me. I run a mechanical contracting company, and we do a lot of commercial plumbing, HVAC, and refrigeration. Right now we have about 16 employees, and we execute, finish jobs on time, all thanks to my team and thanks to Lawson State.
I'm a diesel technician with Bensky. I really enjoy the puzzle pieces fitting together in those complicated environments. I've really grown fond of doing after-treatment type stuff because it can be pretty rewarding to see the truck keep going on the road for a couple months after you've completed a repair. Definitely learned a lot here at Lawson. I don't think I would have made it nearly as far if I didn't come here first.
I know what I'm doing, and right after I finish it and know that the car is perfectly fine, I feel good about myself knowing that my work has saved somebody time, saved somebody money. Working with my hands have given me more passionate about working on cars. Learning here has been the best experience I've had as well. And once I graduate, feel like I actually did something that pushed me forward in my career.
Really didn't know what I wanted to do, so I was actually kind of intimidated when I started. I'd never even held a power drill before coming in here, and this is a lot of what this place is. It's drills and machinery and cylinders moving really fast. Lawson has the ability and the equipment to be able to teach you all of these things. You'll be able to troubleshoot wiring, schematics, being able to read blueprints, program robots. You'll kind of become a jack of all trades. Without Lawson, I wouldn't be able to have the credentials that I have and, be able to apply for the jobs that I've applied for.
I think all of Lawson's courses have greatly prepared me to do everything I want to do in the robotics field. I love my job. I wanted a job that wasn't boring, that was always interesting, always had something new to do. Not same thing day in, day out. My end goal is I want to be able to build robots on my own, and I want to have like a shop, and I want to have robots in a dementia and Alzheimer's home so that they can watch over those patients and be able to call 911 or call a nurse. A lot of people think that, oh, well, it couldn't be me, but it can be. You have to work hard, but it's absolutely possible for anybody that wants to achieve that.
So those are our 8 stars. So you'll be seeing these videos with our, I was remiss in not mentioning our great partners at SRG, Mickey and the team at SRG who helped put this campaign together. So you'll be seeing us on social, and if you don't see yourself in one of these, you may see yourself elsewhere. Again, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on Facebook, you may see yourself along a highway. These are up if you haven't seen them already. So there's a couple billboards we have in town, which are really exciting, and the one just back on the campus as well. Yeah, so we have some, we're going to be launching some amazing assets in the coming days, including our website where you can see all these videos, build-lawsonstate.com, and that will have all these videos housed there, and yeah, and links to the school so people can come and apply and experience the same amazing things that you folks have experienced. So thank you very much. What I'd like to do now is just, I know we have some folks in here who we're maybe on camera or maybe we're people we talk to. And if you'd like to, I'd welcome you to just stand up and just talk about your experience. You don't have to, no pressure. But if anybody wants to just give a quick 2 seconds about what doing any of this has meant. Wait, but I'm up here. Maybe you turn around the other way. Hold on a second. Archon, please.
Do you want him on the stage so that folks online?
Yes, that would be great, actually. If you wouldn't mind.
Wait, I need to see Archon.
Oh, I thought I was looking on the screen. Yeah, I love Lawson. Lawson. I love welding. Yeah, I love it. Oh,
Just your general experience. What do you hope happens with this campaign? What do you hope it'll teach others?
Everybody so they can know what we do. Because it's pretty fun. I was scared at first. You know, when I first got in, I said, no, I ain't do no fight. I said, I'm punk out on you, I'm gonna do that. But as I got more into it, I'm like, okay, this is nice. I feel good. I get to light this on fire. I get to wear this together. Call me if you need some. But you know what? I really like Lawson. I really do.
Go ahead.
It has really grown. Personally, I have got a lot of personal growth from Lawson. Not even in my a career, but just personally meeting people, talking to people, opening up, having friendship, relationship with people. That's just been the greatest thing for me at Lawson.
If anybody else would like to come up, again, no pressure. But I just want to point out that it's stories like that, personal growth, things like that, just beyond the technical piece, that's what the school brings. It's really.
Can we hear from a couple of instructors?
I would love to.
So for me, it was definitely a really good experience to be able to share my experiences and then share that with the students. Ms. Flora kind of said it takes a village, and that's kind of my approach to my teaching in the classroom. Is it's a village for me. For me, when I see that student in that seat, and when he comes in, especially the green student, the student that comes in that's green, and when that student comes in, I mean, leaves, and that student has it, the light bulb is turning on, and they are confident in what they do. For me, that's what it's all about. It's about sharing that information. So this experience with Snap-on and being able to share that with others, I'm excited about the impact that this is going to be for other people to see the commercials or the ads, because that can potentially help the school in a major way. And so I'm excited about that. So again, thanks, Snap-on, for doing it. Thank you.
So one more.
Wow, please, come on up. Please. You don't even need it. It's actually not on, so yeah, you're good.
So great. I think that campaigns like this are very important because if you can show students what options there are for them and they can visualize themselves there and they can also see other students there who are learning and achieving and going out and getting jobs that pay very well, I think that is something that's really going to help drive more and more enrollment. And I think there's a lot of options for students out there that aren't traditional college paths that they just may not know about. So I think that putting this out there and letting people see what we offer here and what you can kind of do with it, I think is invaluable. And also everybody from the Snap-on crew and the camera people and just literally everybody that we worked with, and Steve, of course, y'all were just amazing and so nice, so welcoming, helped us all feel at ease. Because when you get cameras on, you can get a little nervous, but they were just so wonderful. So this was just an amazing experience, and I'm so proud that we got to be the first. We're the guinea pig, and now the sort of the benchmark. So I think that's great, and hopefully it'll inspire some students to pursue a career in the trades. I'm a huge proponent. As a person who graduated from college with a college degree, this school was my next step after that. So, putting the option out there, somebody knows that there are other options. I think that's a huge deal. So thank you, Snap-on.
Hey, can y'all see me? Hey, Flora. Hey, Sam. I just want to say, guys, we started this, was it a year ago? June? And it was just meetings. It was just conversation. It was so much discovery. It was walking on campus. Y'all remember that day we walked all over campus?
It was only like 110 or something.
It was really hot, and I was only on with a suit on. I could sweat and say, "You overdressed." And it's really important, especially coming from admissions and enrollment management. And I invited, I wanted Mr. Hollins to come see because he has been our career tech guru, so to speak. So he walks this campus. He's out talking about our programs in these areas. And we often talked about being able to share our stories and talk about our stories. So when this opportunity really came about, I was excited for admissions and enrollment, for the institution, and for our students and our faculty to be able to share our story. So I wanted to come up and say thank you, Flora and Sam. Y'all supported Cougar Fest. You supported all our different initiatives throughout this process. And I just wanted to say thank you. And it is such an awesome opportunity to see it start from conversations and, hey, Dorian, can you fill this paper out? Can you put this information on? To now we've got this huge, beautiful campaign, and Ms. Towns for trusting me when she came in. say, hey, I got something for you first week. Pulled her into this meeting and she just ran with it. So just thank you, everybody, for your input on this. And Flora, thank you so much for everything. Steve, thank you for showing us how we can really eat a pork chop. Inside joke. But thank you. I just wanted to say that.
All right.
I just want to go one other thing, and this is why it's great to hear from everyone else here, but particularly the people involved in the campaign. What's important about storytelling is getting people in the door. And to Alana's point, everybody takes different paths, and it's important for people to see those paths. And the fact that Arklon, you said you were intimidated coming in here. Like, people need to hear that, because the intimidation is what's going to keep them from not coming in. So when we can put this out there and we can put ourselves out there, and Mr. Lyles, to your point about the light bulb going off, like, that was a common theme that we heard from a couple different people, and just the joy that instructors get when they're like, 2 weeks ago, this kid was not following anything, and now they're like, oh my gosh, and then the joy that it brings the student and the joy that it brings the instructor. And these are the things that people need to see and understand as we think about getting people more engaged, getting young people more engaged in the trade. So again, very much appreciate y'all. This is fantastic. Please, if anybody else wants to.
Oh yeah, thank you for the invitation, everybody, Ms. Wiley and the rest. I don't know if you how much interaction you had with Mr. Cooley, Council Cooley.
Yeah.
ADR program.
Yes.
He actually started in high school, and he's actually recruited several other people because of his experience, including his brother who attends here now, if he still goes here. But he was going here, and I think he still is going here to follow Hamza's footsteps, basically, because of his experience. And he is now very much so a professional in commercial and residential heating now. And he also ventured over into plumbing. And he's one of my main contacts for air conditioning. He's only 23, 24, and I trust him like he's 50. And whether I'm there or not, or at another place or not, he is great, and he tells everybody all the time that he owes it to his experience at Lawson.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, Hamza was one of the many inspiring stories, but he was another one, like, we heard him talk about all he's accomplished, and he starts off his video on this. If you notice, he said, when I was 14, I couldn't imagine this. And like I was talking, we didn't get this on video. We were talking to him after, and I didn't really know how old he was. He's like, oh, I'm 39 or something. I'm like, oh, okay. And he's like, oh, I'm just kidding. I'm 24. I'm like, what? And so Flora and I can attest to the fact that we both, because he was 14 when he kind of started going down the path and getting engaged in the trades. And so, and he's got his act together like very few people I know in the world. And so Flora and I both went home and talked to our teenagers. Like, listen, you guys, listen, we met this kid who, you got to follow Hamza's lead. So thank you for bringing him up. He's, again, one of the many inspiring students that we heard a story from. And again, it's just understanding, like, as I said, the different paths that people take, and it's not linear. And so people come from different directions and different backgrounds. And, you may try a 4-year college, you may graduate from a 4-year college and realize it's not for you. You may, not know what you want to do, and then just find a time when you're working on a vehicle or HVAC or whatever it might be, and find something that sparks it, and that's really where it can take off. So that's what's really exciting about this. Anybody else that I can? If nobody else, then Mr. Cockrell, I'm going to call you up here for a few final words to take us home. Thank you.
Everyone that's out there with Snap-on online, and the ones that are in here with Snap-on, our faculty, our students are participating in this. Thank y'all for being willing to do this. I'm really impressed with the quality that came through. I came out on the back end. It wasn't a part of the planning, but really excited about the finished product, because the trades, it's just a different economy that students are coming into. And that's a message that we're constantly trying to get out to students of. It's really a parallel track to that 4-year degree. So for so many generations in our country, coming into the trades was a less than career. It wasn't considered to be a real job. It was considered one of those that, hey, if you can't make it at a 4-year, it's kind of a backup. But that's changed in the last 15 to 20 years in our society and in our economy. My own son's going into a trade. He's in an HVAC program, pursuing that career. I'm telling the story about the 24-year-old. He's got 16 people working for him, and he's probably making more money than any of us in this room already. at 24 with 16 people working for it. And then just having a very, very great quality product to be able to advertise Lawson State and Snap-on. Just very excited about that. So thank you all for those who participated in this and made this happen and made it a reality. And just looking forward to seeing this campaign launch and being able to get the word out about Lawson State and Snap-on and what the trades can do for somebody in the country.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. Please be sure to take some of the Snap-on flag that was imported from Kenosha, sent to us over the weekend. Thank you so much for having these things sent, as well as the water bottle. They're yours to take home. Thank you.
We're also gonna have everybody take one picture, one group picture, just if you wouldn't mind. Everybody can stick around for a few seconds. Sure.
Okay, so